Today I'm going to show you how to add a customer in Service Fusion. So the first thing we're going to do is log in to Service Fusion. We're going to use DBLUNT as your company ID. Your username will be given to you and your password will also be given to you. And then you just click sign in. And to add a new customer, or if you have a customer who's looking for an estimate, you want to go over to Customers, click on the blue New Customer tab, and then you're just going to put in the customer's name. The parent account would be if they had a parent account, but if it's just a regular customer, they're not going to have a parent account. The account number gets entered for you. It's typically not a VIP account unless it's someone that we do a lot of business with. We do not have service agreements with most of our customers, although it is something that we will offer in the future. And you just start inputting their name. So for this customer, we use Test Smith. We're going to give them a phone number. We're going to give them the email. We want to make sure that we check off that this is a billing contact and a booking contact. If you know the customer's birthday, you can enter this. If you know their anniversary, you can put that in. But we always want to make sure that we have a good contact phone number and a good email address. We communicate a lot through email. Typically, for most of our residential customers, the nickname is going to be home. But if they had a rental property, you could put tenant space 1, tenant space 2. When you start to type in your address, it's going to populate addresses that it knows in the system, and you want to make sure that you choose an address that Service Fusion is providing, because that is what directs the guys to the customer's home through their mapping service. So if we put in an address and we type in all of the individual fields, it might not map it properly. We want to make sure that we type in part of the address and then choose the address that they're giving us. You always want to select a contact as the person who's calling in, unless there's another person who is the contact that's going to be home, and then you can put them there. So we fill out all of the address information. We don't have to put in any sort of template at this point. We do want to make sure that we assign a referral source. This is very important, how the customer heard about us. So typically we are going to ask on every single call, how did you hear about us? And we track these through our metrics tracking so that we can make sure that we are targeting those customers, how they heard about us, and we can get more customers like that. So we get our eyes or our name in front of more customers. We also want to make sure that we click taxable. Even if it's a residential homeowner, we're going to choose their tax item. If it's a residential homeowner, they don't pay taxes because we already have charged them taxes in the purchase price of the materials, but they will. We have to allocate it somehow. So we want to put it as owner-occupied residential property. If it's just an owner-occupied residential property, if it's a commercial property, there would be a different tax rate there. You would just put down the 6.35% sales tax if it was anyone other than a residential customer. But in this case, we're just using residential customer as an example. So we're going to put owner-occupied residential property. And then you just scroll down to the bottom and you hit Save Customer Account.